Plan for the future. Live in the present. We hear both of these all the time, and they both sound wise. But if you stop and think about it, they're asking us to do opposite things. One tells you to prepare for what's coming. The other tells you not to leave the moment you're in. And somehow, we're supposed to master both. And most of us try. That's not simple. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Jill. I make short commentaries where I slow things down and explore ideas like this, honestly, thoughtfully, and without rushing to an answer. Today, I want to look at two pieces of advice we hear consistently, and why they don't always sit comfortably together. Plan for the future. Save more. Build smarter. Think long term. Don't get caught unprepared. It sounds disciplined, responsible, adult. But there's the other message. Live in the present. Slow down. Put the phone away. Stop replaying tomorrow. This moment is your life. It sounds grounded, aware, wise. But they pull us in opposite directions. Planning moves you forward. Presence anchors you now. You can't fully do both at the same time, at least not completely. You can see this in ordinary moments. I noticed this recently in a very ordinary moment. I was standing in line somewhere, the kind of line where everyone instinctively pulls out their phone. People checking calendars, answering messages, planning the next thing. Completely normal. I was doing the same thing. But when I finally looked up, the line had moved. The person ahead of me had left, and I had no idea how long I'd been standing there. It was a small moment, but it disappeared while I was organizing what came next. And that happens a lot. That's what overplanning can do. If you overplan, life slowly turns into a waiting room. You're always preparing for the real thing. You optimize everything. You calculate risk. You delay enjoyment. You tell yourself you'll relax when things are stable. You'll celebrate when things are secure. You'll breathe when everything is handled. But handled keeps moving. And suddenly, you've built a life you are rarely inside of. That's the trade-off. But the opposite has its own problem. If you cling too tightly to just live in the moment, life can start to drift. You skip the hard preparation. You avoid uncomfortable decisions. You push off what requires structure. You tell yourself, you'll deal with it later. Sometimes that really is self-care. But sometimes it's just postponing tomorrow's problem. You see this in small ways too. Putting off the difficult email, delaying the appointment you know you should schedule, telling yourself today should just stay peaceful. Eventually, the future shows up, asking for receipts. And it always does. Planning protects you from regret. Presence protects you from missing your life. Both are forms of care, just in different directions. But either one can quietly become an escape. You can hide in planning because it feels productive. You can hide in presence because it feels calm. And that's where the real tension lives. So the real question isn't which message is right. It's this: which one are you using to avoid something? Planning is a tool. Presence is a practice. Tools are used intentionally. Practices are returned to daily. You don't live inside spreadsheets. You visit them. You don't abandon tomorrow. You prepare for it and then come back. Plan deliberately, then show up fully, over and over. The future deserves your preparation, but this moment deserves your presence. Sometimes it's as small as remembering to look up, even if you're just standing in line somewhere. Just look up. If this gave you something to reflect on, that's enough for today. Be intentional with your plans. Be present in your moments. And build a life you're actually there for. Have a wonderful rest of your day.